Hey guys, welcome back to MageLife. Welcome back everyone. We're back in our Thaumic lab again today, and I've done a little bit of housekeeping, well, lab cleaning we'll say. I decided to go ahead and stack some more chests over here. I have some other chests that we can probably make up, but I just want to kind of sort a few things out and about and around a little bit better than what I have been doing. So we are running out of the warded jar space around our base. So I could clean this up, but I'm going to clean this up a little bit later. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm going to do. It's not too much at all. I'm just going to pick up most of these green plant ones. I've been storing most of them just over here. I don't really know what this aspect is called, but I'm sure I could hold over this and just lignum. Yeah, so most of these lignums, I really don't need them all. You know, I see a little bit here, and I'm probably going to wind up getting some more a little bit later. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just throw these in our chest. I believe I'll just throw those in right up here. So we got lignum. It looks like they stack in stacks of 8, which isn't too bad. So let's open this back up. Let's open this one back up, sorry. My mouse is going a little crazy. And let's go ahead and replace some of these warded jars. Now, let's see, we need one there, and one more. Let's place one right there. Alright, so that way if I want to keep up with the aspects, I can. But there's probably a few more around here that I need to clean up, and I'll try to do that. Some of these are mixed, matched, and probably need to be joined together some way, somehow, and I'll figure that out soon. But I think I actually have an idea what we're going to do today. I've actually already kind of planned it out. That's why I got this chest here. I've been doing a little playing around with some redstone. Remember we had such a problem getting that elevator that I wanted to do working? Well, now that we just decided to use it, you know, plain old arcane elevators just to go up and down, which works pretty good for me. I didn't get the redstone working, but I kind of decided that I wanted to use the redstone stuff as far as like the arcane ear and such to turn on and off our mob generator, our mob spawner that we're going to put at the top of this tower. So that's what we're going to work on. Let's go ahead and bust our chest and take what's ours. There we go. So I did make up a few things that we already made up before. Sticky pistons, hopefully that's vanilla. Hopefully we know how to make those. Let's see, arcane ear, which pretty sure we've made that episode we messed up, and we all know how to make, should know how to make note blocks, right, repeaters and everything like that. So about the only thing that we're going to be throwing in there today is probably this tier 3 skeleton shard. Now, if you remember that zombie one I had down there, when I busted that soul cage, all I got back was a soul cage. I actually did not get back the soul shard that was inside of it. I don't know if that was a bug or if that was supposed to happen or not, but we did lose that soul shard. So I'm going to use my skeleton one today. It's almost at a tier 4. In fact, I don't think this one can turn on or off by redstone. But I think I have a way that I could probably change that by making us up some glowstone lamps. Providing light up there and keeping it on as a constant should keep the spawner from spawning mobs. So we'll try that out. I'm going to have to make up some more clay. Now, how do you make these lamps again? No, it's not like that. I think we need actual glowstone blocks, and then do we surround it by redstone? Ah, there we go. That's how you do it. I think I'm just going to make up 4 of these. I shouldn't need more than 4. And if I do, I'll make some more. Alright, let's go ahead and use the power of our thermostatic harness and make our way up. This is going to be making building a lot easier on us. As you can see, I also have a relatively full jar of potentia in here, which is kind of nice. I just filled it up a little while ago. Noticed I was getting low. This thing works really well for building. Now, I am not great at making circles or, well, anything as far as like circles are related. And this is definitely not a circle because, well, look, it's kind of oblonged. You can see just by this side, it's kind of deformed because of how it goes into the side of the building. So I'm just going to expand it out the platform a little bit. I'm not going to try to keep it relative to, being a circle or anything. So let's just go ahead and keep on what we're doing. Now I really just need a little bit of room up here to place redstone and such. I think that might be alright. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is actually replacing this spawner, this skeleton spawner that I'm going to put here, with my angry zombie spawner, because that actually has something useful that it drops, the zombie brains, which I really like those. I can use that for building later on. So I think I would want it to drop like right in here. This should be the center right there. Alright, let's go ahead and place the soul cage right there. Right now, we ought to take that down 1 block, right? I would think we should. Oop. Yeah, we should be able to take that down 1 block. Put it right there. Hopefully that'll help keep the skeletons spawning down there and not up here. Now, actually, I should have counted that, because I have not counted how tall this thing is yet. What kind of fall are these guys gonna have? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So about 15, maybe, actually it might be 14 being here. But I think we want at least 20 is what I believe it was, so we might actually need to take this up a little bit. Alright, let me actually get something out that's going to make this go a little bit faster on us to re-clear this. Using the power of magic. Magic has been so fun. It's been awesome to use. Definitely helpful for building, surviving, gathering resources to make more magic stuff. It's just been completely useful for us. It's been great. Alright, well, let's go ahead and continue this upward. I'm going to break all of this out, because I really don't need all this surrounding the corner here, and just make it easier. That way, well, I know I messed up. I didn't think about counting yet. That is quite alright. We'll get that fixed up. No problem. Alright, so we said right around here was probably about 14, so I want to go up at least another 6. Now, I do plan on redoing our actual mage tower soon. I've been having problems with Charizard. Charizard hasn't been listening too much lately. Ooh, I am going to need more stone. Let's go down and get some. We're going to get more than this, though. Charizard hasn't been listening too much lately. He actually, when I tell him to stay up there at the top of the keep up there, he actually flies back towards me. I guess he probably misses me or something, so I'm going to have to maybe make him a different room. I think we got plenty of room out in the front here. We could do something for him. But I think we're going to have to do something else. Oops, I think I missed a block right there. What's going on there? Huh, that was weird. I might accidentally hit that with my wand of excavation. Alright, let me grab another. Actually, I got plenty right here. Let's just grab all that. Sorry if I made you dizzy. Makes me go up faster. But yeah, so I'm thinking about making him a little building of his own out front somewhere in front of our Thaumic lab. Somewhere out there. And I'll probably just retake over this room. I'm not sure what I'll do with that room down below, but I think I'll find out something. Maybe a storage room, maybe a sorting room, I don't know, something like that. And for safe measures, let's just go ahead and go up 1 more level. Now this was the wrong block. And you don't belong there. Alright, there we go. Now let's go ahead and close this in. And we'll see how much room we need. It should be about the center right there. Wow. It is seriously kind of hard to activate and toggle this thing when I am falling. There we go. That'll work. Place that soul cage right there. And we should be good to go to get this going. So let's go ahead and expand out our platform a little bit. You don't belong there. You don't belong there. And that should be good. So a little expansion. We might need to expand out a little bit more because we're probably going to need some room. Now, let's get these guys set up. I'm going to want one right here. And I think I'm going to want one probably right there. This is not going to look pretty when I get done. I promise you. I am definitely going to have to do some cleaning up here after I'm done. Alright, so the trick is I'm going to have to run some type of complete circuit running around this thing. It's going to stay on at all times. And that's going to be helped out by this redstone repeater. Now, I'm no expert at redstone. Don't quote me on that for sure. In fact, I need to kill you. Yes, give me that, those souls. But yeah, as I was saying, I am no expert at redstone. I am but a mere mage. I am good at magic. Well, most magic. And that is about it. Redstone is not my cup of tea. Alright, so what this should do is, when this gets pulsed, which it's basically going to get pulsed because that's what it does, it pulses a quick signal, it's going to activate a quick little redstone pulse, which is going to allow this to stay on because it's a closed circuit, I guess. And I probably want to do this. I'm going to have to find a way to close this circuit, or instead of putting it out through that way, could possibly have it and close it this way. I think that would work. I think that might actually work. We could give that a shot. Then I'm going to need another repeater right here, I believe. And then sitting here, we're going to have a piston with a block on it. Then we're going to grab a redstone torch, which we're going to have to expand our platform out a little bit more, it looks like. A little bit more this way. Like I said, I'll have to clean this up a little bit later. This is definitely something I'm going to have to do off camera because this is going to be crazy. And how do I want to do this? I think it was like this. So that's what we wanted. We really want this to stay on. So once this signal is pulsed, it's basically going to just stay on, which is what I want. And that should keep that spawning. Now, I don't want them to spawn up here, which is probably going to be an issue. I don't know. I don't think they could spawn on top of redstone, so that could be good. We'll see. And then I think I want to go ahead and place redstone on top of this and then down. And I could probably place this other arcane ear right there. So that should connect. Alright, so this is going to be our off switch. This is going to be our on switch. So let's go set that up with some note blocks and some buttons. Let's see if this actually works real quick. We should actually be able to do this up here. We'll just expand this out just a touch. Might give you guys an idea for yourself. Now, I'm not sure what kind of circuitry this is. I think it's some type of gate. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Like I said, I am no master or expert at redstone whatsoever. I've just been playing around with this a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and shift right click that button on there. This should actually, oh, well, one of them already turned on the circuitry when I guess it must have been the one I broke. And if I hit this, that's going to retract that and turn that off. So yeah, let's place down one more note block. I don't know why I picked this one up, because that one was actually okay. And if we hit this, that should turn the circuitry back on, this closed circuit here. Awesome. So if I click this again, it's not going to do anything. It's already on. But when I click this one, it's going to turn it off. And if I click this one again, well, it's still not going to do anything. It's already off. So that's what I want. That's what I wanted to do. Kind of what I wanted to do over here, but I really didn't know how to do it at the time. So let's get this reset up downstairs. Now, this is generally what I would do if this was a tier 5 spawner, but this isn't. So I'm going to have to figure something else out real quick. And that's probably going to have to be with these redstone lamps. Where'd they go? There they are. So let's see if we can get that set up real quick. Now, the only thing I can think of would be to just put it right here. I don't know if that's going to be good or not. Darn it. The thing don't want to turn on when I'm falling. Let's see, I'm thinking actually, because I'm pretty sure we can... I don't know if that one's going to turn on, but I know a few of these will. So if I run a redstone signal on top of that, it should light up 2 below, which it looks like it did. So that'll work for me. In fact, don't we have a spare one? And we do underneath this one. The darn thing never wants to work. At least I got an easy way up. That's all that matters. All right, let's go ahead and take this out. Take this one out, because this one's not going to come on. But that should still be enough light up there to have them spawn. And if it's daytime, they shouldn't spawn on top anyway. I'll probably have to have a light source over top of them. Or not a light source, but something covering the top of this too. So that way they can spawn. Well, I guess in the meantime, I could also, to make sure that they don't spawn on top, we could just set them right down here. Things how they're probably going to be turned on and off by the light. Is the sun going down? Where's the sun at? Okay, the sun is about noon. We're doing good so far. Alright, so... Guess we'll just close that off. Well, let's go set this up. Back in our lab. Charizard, you alright? Alright, Charizard's doing good. Gotta check up on her sometimes. Alright, so it is nice and dark in here. That's good. Alright, so let's put these right next to each other. We'll have... Yeah, let's put them right here. Like, I'll put one right here, and I'll put one right here. I think that'll be just fine. So this one will be normal. This one will be... Actually, will that work? There's a block. Darn it. That might actually not work. Because we need a block open above them. Well, seeing how they're not in a bad spot, I could probably do this just fine. So that's good. Whoops. Pick that back up. I don't want to have to go through that whole thing again. Alright, so which one? Alright, so it's off. That's probably off. That's on. Alright, so this one's on, and that one's off. So if I click that, that light will go off. There we go. Our on and off switches. Alright, so let's go ahead and set up some signs so that way we actually know. And we don't forget. In fact, I already just forgot. This is off, right? This is on. Right, okay. Just making sure. Alright, so let's put the sign here. Why do I keep hitting that? On? And we'll put one here that says off. Just to make it really simple for us. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow later. Alright, so that's okay. How do I want to do this? I guess I could just put blocks here somehow. Because they're going to have a bunch down in here and I'm going to have to whack at them somehow. I think I'll have to raise this platform up a little bit. Alright, let me do that real quick. I'm going to raise this up a layer or so. That way they can't shoot at me. Because we're going to be putting skeletons in there. For the time being. Like I said, we're got angry zombies coming up later. So I'm going to want these guys probably to stop right here. And to make sure nothing spawns underneath, let's go ahead and throw a torch right here. And there. Just want to be safe. Alright, that'll work for now. And let me go ahead and place this here, and this here, and that there. Let's actually get some half slabs, or whatever they're called, some more stone slabs. There we go. Go ahead and some of those. Perfect. That's looking pretty good. Alright, now let's fly up there. Let's get this skeleton spawner going. We should just have to right click this in there. Hopefully they don't spawn. Alright, so it is in there. And let's go ahead and close this off a little bit. And do a little testing real quick. Alright, so we want this thing... Wait, that's lights on, so I actually got these mixed up. Let's do this. So this would be spawner off, right? And this one would be spawner on. Oh, hello. Yep, that worked. Alright, so that works. I was gonna go in there and look, but I take it actually works. And you see that brings them down to 4 health. Check it out, we got the spawner going. They can't hit me, but I can hit them. They're gonna come over here. Oh, they're mad at each other now. Come over here, come on. See, and I just back up and take them out. It might not be super efficient, but you know what? As far as XP is concerned, it's working for me. And to grab everything in there, we can actually make ourselves something else. I actually just finished making this in my Feed the Beast series. My Feed the Beast world. Let's actually see about doing that. Because I totally forgot what it looks like as far as making it. We need a Coin of Fortune now. We're going to need Eyes of Ender. It might be rather difficult to get because I got to go get blaze rods. So we can do that real quick. So let me go ahead and clean up my inventory real fast. Got quite a few things I could throw away. Oh, I let those skellies spawn in over there. Let's see, we got our blaze rod here. That's gonna make us... Oh, actually, we'll have enough. No, we'll have enough. We don't need to go to the end. We're good. We're gonna need 4 of those. We're gonna need 4 gold ingots. We're gonna need... probably a few glowstone. I'm gonna need some nether wart, some gunpowder. I think that's everything I need there. I'm also gonna need some glass panes. I'm gonna need 5 of these. Let's go make that real quick. We're gonna need to make vials, empty vials. We'll fill that up in our little water over here. Just need 1. We'll combine that with glowstone, nether wart, and gunpowder to make up a condensed splash serum. Nifty. And then we'll combine that with a bunch of glowstone to make glowing water. Now, let's go ahead and break this down. Combine these with our ender pearls to make Eyes of Ender. And let's finish this up. And there we have it. A coin of fortune. This guy's going to come in handy. You can see it already. So if I right click on this, it's going to activate it. And it's going to draw on any item that's close by that I can't pick up. And experience. So these guys are about ripe for the picking. Let's just go ahead and take care of them real quick. They're kind of killed themselves, but you know what? I got to be quick about it. That's all. Then I need something that might reach a little bit for. Well, actually, that worked. But look at that. Level 24 already. I like that. And to turn it off, spawner off. Alright, looking good. We do have a skeleton up there still. He spawned on top. Let's take care of this guy. Let's go ahead and see about fixing this too. I think we can do that by just doing that. And that'll keep them from spawning up there if I'm not mistaken. Now I just need to find me a way that I can go in and out of here relatively easily and still kill them. Maybe trapdoors. I'm thinking trapdoors. Do I have any? I'm sure I have plenty of them. We use them all the time. Alright, let's grab those and place one there. And we'll place one right there. Now, I'm pretty sure they won't be able to come through that. They'll probably be able to shoot me, but I don't think they'll be able to come through that. And it'll allow me easy access in and out. But you know what? I don't think I would need actually two of them. So let's go ahead and just put one. That way I have one way in and one way out. And I have a little protection right there. That's not bad. Alright, spawner on. Let's get some more skellies spawning in. I want to see this in action again. See what we can't do. See, we already got some golden chest plate, which is actually pretty cool. It's a good source of that Tutamin aspect on the far right there. We can also get... I wonder if we could just throw this inside of our cauldron. You guys just gonna kill each other? Apparently so. I wonder if we could just throw this in our cauldron and actually get something out of it. I'm curious. Oh. Make sure when you're throwing stuff in your cauldron, you turn off your coin of fortune. Let's try this out. I'm just curious. I imagine it might give me some ingots. It gave me gold. It gave me 50 gold nuggets. Wow. Wow, these guys are good. I'm gonna have to work on something over there. These guys are also killing each other. I mean, it works good if I just sit here. I'm definitely gonna have to... Thought I turned that off. I guess not. Oh, that's spawner on. Duh. That's off. I think they spawned outside. I think I just heard one fall outside. So I might have to work on that if that is the case. Yeah, there's one. He fell from up there. So did he. Do we have any up here on top? No, we really don't. That's actually a good thing. So they do kind of spawn outside sometimes, I guess. But it's still not too bad, considering. Well, I'm actually kind of happy with it so far. I could probably expand out the walls a little bit, and I might do that off camera a little bit later. But the whole principle is the same. This is really what I wanted to do in the beginning in the first place. Now, as far as all these bows are concerned, I could use that for a couple of the aspects that are on there. Are pretty good for our Thaumcraft stuff. But I'm not real worried about that. So I'd close that off. That way they don't bother us. We have a plan of attack. I really don't even need to be in there anymore, to be honest with you. As long as I have this coin of fortune on, I'll be able to grab all the items that are in there, and I'll be able to grab all the experience. So there's really no reason to have a way in there. Just to turn it on and to turn it off. That way they can't hit me, they don't see me, so they don't attack each other. In fact, Might even be a better idea just to go ahead and make up some of these slabs here. See if I can't place these like right here. I should still be able to hit them. Yeah, perfect. I just put the coin of fortune right there, and it should still pick everything right up. I might not be able to get the ones in the back though. It's gonna take some testing. I love it. It's working great. Turn that off. Yeah, I hear him outside. So I am gonna have to expand it out, but I think that's gonna work for me. I think that is just gonna be just fine. Alright, well, that's gonna about wrap it up for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys have any other ideas for our spawner here, I've been meaning to remake this ever since we put our soul shards back in here. Let me know. If you guys would also rate the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.